Hey Boo, what we're going to do here, if you're open to receiving, is a little bit of an energy clearing to help clear out your root chakra and just process some of the unconscious wounds that you may have that you're holding on to. Now, if we haven't already met in this lifetime, my name is Chris, and I help people bring awareness to the unconscious processes so that they can begin to embody a higher awareness. Now, we hold different trauma from all sorts of different things, whether it be epigenetics that we've inherited from our parents, from our ancestors. There could be different issues within the culture or social space that we're in that we've picked up. There could also be our own personal experiences, those different things that we struggled with. And all of that stuff remains in the unconscious and subconscious until we're able to bring awareness to that situation, until we're able to begin to embody those things and re-access all of our abilities, re-access all of our power. So what I suggest for you to do is just find somewhere that you can rest for the next little bit. You could be sitting down, you could be seated. Just please, please, please don't be operating a machinery. Don't be driving a vehicle. If you are driving, just please save this video and do it for later, because there's going to be a lot of intense movement energetically. We're going to clear a lot of stuff. So it's really important that you're just able to just exist, to just be, to not have to worry about other things right now. Two, you're able to do this multiple times, as many times as you want. The energetics of this is that sometimes, these wounds are very deeply embedded into us, and we're only going to bring forward what you're personally ready for right now. So even though I might be dealing with insecurity, you might not be ready to deal with some of the insecurity wounds that are surfacing in your unconscious. So if you rewatch this again, then you might be able to kind of access more of that healing and begin to clear a lot more of those unconscious wounds. So I do recommend, to watch this multiple times, as many times as you feel fit. As well, just please remember, as always with integration, that this can take, days and weeks, that these energies and frequencies that I work with are quite powerful. So things are going to shift over time. But to really know that, if stuff comes up, that's what's coming into your awareness from the unconscious that's wanting to be seen. So if we can just bring that kindness, that compassion, that awareness to it, it's really going to begin to be embodied and not held on to in the unconscious. And the root chakra too is really, really important, because that's where we have that safety, that stability, that kind of foundation within our physical body. So this is where, grounding is going to kind of go hand in hand with the root chakra, but it's also going to be important for you, to make sure that you're grounding, over the next few weeks, to just make sure that you're getting outside or listening to sounds of nature, looking at nature. They found in research that all those things will actually ground you. So even if you're not able to get outside, if you can just put it on the backdrop or put on a nice YouTube video of nature, it's really going to help with the healing process. And, as always, if you have any questions, any feedback, I love to hear all the feedback. Please feel free to reach out to me. All my information is in the bio. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple nice deep breaths together. We're going to come into our body. If you need to, pause the video and go somewhere where you're able just to relax, really just be able to be present with your body. So I'm going to count you in. We're going to do a couple deep breaths in and out. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds and then release for 6. So we're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And one last time, we're just going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now, as you come back into your body again, we're just going to begin to clear some of the things that come up in the unconscious, in your root chakra, that are really preventing you from being able to find that safety, from being able to find that stability, that security, that connection to both yourself, to others, to your physical surroundings. All those important things, as once we begin to build that beautiful foundation, when storms come up, it's going to be much easier to stand in our power, to stand in that authenticity and not lose that sure footing that we've developed. So, just going to clear out anything that's not ours to start. Because what happens is because of the interconnected of consciousness, because everything is all one at the end of the day, it's very easy for us to pick up other people's belief systems, other people's emotions, their thoughts, their own energetic blockages, and then for us, since we are energetically sensitive, to take them on as our own. So we're just gently clearing those out right now so that we can come back to you and we can energetically see what's going on and get to the root of the issue here. You're doing so well. All right. So the first thing that we're going to process is some insecurities. There we go. I'm just going to release those insecurities. Those times that others may have made you feel insecure, maybe about your physical appearance, maybe about your thoughts, your beliefs. Just going to release those moments that are ready to be processed of insecurity. This is where you're really going to be able to come back into the body in a much deeper capacity and really be able to ground in to our awareness, to be secure with who we are. That even if we've never fit in, that we've been a little bit different, a little bit misunderstood, that we'll be able to still have that place of security within. That we'll be able to see ourselves for who we are. There we go. Doing so good. Now, a little bit of fears that are cropping up. These fears create that instability. They create that worry, that doubt. They create that energy that keeps us away from the present moment, whether it be worried about the past or the future. We're going to pull all this right back into here and now. We're going to come back in and just begin to release those fears. That fear of being seen, the fear of being misunderstood, that fear of abandonment, that fear of not being safe. It's doing so well. Just continue to breathe. Know that whatever emotions, whatever feelings, whatever comes up into your awareness, again, that's what's ready to be released, but also ready to be embodied. That all of our true power is in the shadow, is in the unconscious. That the integration of the shadow allows for you to begin to tap in to so much more of your power, so much more of your own consciousness. There we go. We're just going to begin to work with some of those things that cause that instability. This could be that instability within a living environment, whether it be in a home or wherever we live. This could be instability with money, it not coming in. We're just going to release that energy associated with those instabilities. Just begin to embody that stability, to embody this vision, these ideas coming to fruition, this new perspective, creating that foundation underneath you, bringing in money, bringing in that safety of a home. There we go. We're just going to work with that wound of disconnection, especially that disconnection to others, whether this be with our father, oh, that was a good one, with our mother, with different childhood friends or acquaintances, or friends in the later years. That disconnection in some of our relationships. And lastly, that disconnection to ourselves, to our power, to us, to our essence. There we go. There we go. Back. Build up that connection to ourselves. Build up that safety, to know that it's okay for us to invite others into our lives. We're going to release those feelings of being unsafe, of when your central nervous system, especially the parasympathetic, was triggered and you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually felt unsafe in your body. We're just going to release those wounds. just bring in those frequencies of safety. There we go. Allow for you to begin to truly embody that feeling of being safe in your full authenticity, knowing that your energy reflects out exactly what it's meant to, that it in itself is enough and allows for others to feel the same. There we go. And we're just going to build that foundation. We're going to really help connect you down to the earth and really connect down into your body so that, again, when the storms come, you just blow like a tree in the wind. You bend but don't break. That when the different emotions and difficult emotions arise, that you're able to bring them into your awareness, that they're able to be seen, felt, understood. There we go. That's perfect. And what we're going to do is we're just going to bring you back into your body. So we're going to begin to just ground you in. All the way back. Just continue to breathe. Continue to feel in to this new physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body that you now are experiencing. It may help too to just take notes of how you feel now. Take mental note of how you felt before watching this video, and then take a note of how you feel in a week, in 2 weeks, and just see the subtle changes. Sometimes with these grand perspective shifts, with these big energetic shifts that we experience, we expect for the whole world to change overnight, but they can be very subtle things, and that subtle presence that we now have, that ability to now begin to ground a bit deeper into our body, that feeling of safety, of connection, all those little things begin to add up. They begin to snowball to create this bigger grounded presence, this beautiful awareness that you are. Okay. So we're just going to take a couple nice big deep breaths in again. We're going to count you in. We'll do the same thing with 4 and then 6. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one last one. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if your eyes were closed, you can open them. Slowly begin to just stretch out your body. It might be helpful at this time to move around. If you practice yoga and stretching, it might also be helpful, as that's going to help move some of the energy that we work through. Please, please, please too, drink lots of water, especially if you can get some minerals, some electrolytes, something like that in it to really help just rehydrate your body and move some of this energy through you. If you have any questions at all, again, all of my info is in the bottom. If you would like to book a longer one-on-one session, please feel free to reach out. I have both 10-minute sessions and hour sessions that I offer where we can do a bit more one-on-one work just like this to really uncover those unconscious wounds and start to release them and bring them into your awareness. Once again, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for your existence, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.